Good morning, gentlemen. I don't see ladies. I think they have decided not to be here this morning. But wherever they are welcomed. Thank you, Mr. Mahlomola Morake. Yeah, I think we have had the program, which appears to be very much challenging. But this is the national team. There's nothing we can do about it. Except for us to be mentally ready to go to Ghana, do our best, and have to come back and play Sudan. As for the players, we have brought in Lebo Manyama, whom we have been profiling over a period of time, to replace Themba Zwane. We got a medical report from Sundowns on Saturday to say they thought Themba will be ready for Arrow's game. And now that he's not ready, they thought it would be important for them to inform us of his medical conditions. So we immediately called Kaizer Chiefs and made the necessary arrangement to have Manyama in camp, and he's here with the team. He reported for camp yesterday, of which we really want to thank Kaizer Chiefs and Lebo Manyama to come within such a very short period of time to report for camp. It shows whatever good work he's doing at Chiefs, he feels he can also come in here and add value to the team. We really appreciate that. Then we have both fullbacks, like what the doctor has given us, Thapelo and Kize having those niggling injuries. But I think we believe in our medical team. They will be able to work on them so that they are ready for Thursday and Sunday. And then the other thing which works good for us is that Lebo played over the weekend, Lebo Mutiba played over the weekend, and he scored 2 goals. I think coming into the national team, it will bring some confidence, because the last time we had Lebo in the Afcon, he did not enjoy much of the Afcon. So we hope him scoring a goal over the weekend will bring some energy and confidence into the team, because the 2 matches are very important for us. We have Kamohela Mokocho, who also scored over the weekend, and he assisted, which also works well for us. We were also happy to hear that Bongani also had some playing minutes. So we feel our overseas-based players, if they do get playing minutes, it will bring a lot of confidence in our team going into these matches. Apart from that, I think the goalkeeping department, we have got all of them available. Darren will be joining us in Accra, and we will be driving together to Cape Coast. Defensively, we only have those challenges of Thapelo and Kize, of which the medical team will be able to work it out. In the midfield, as of now, we don't have any report, apart from the fact that our midfielders did very well over the weekend. We are talking of Lebo Manyama, who played as a midfielder for Chiefs over the weekend, and then he was moved into the defensive role in the midfield, of which I really enjoyed watching him being moved from one position to another and still doing well. So I think we are very balanced in that department. Kemit Erasmus did very well last week, scoring goals. And then we have got Bradley Grobler. I was at Wits versus Supersport over the weekend, and I was scared, to be honest with you. The tussle, the fight, the duels, the physical aggression that we saw between Tyson and Bradley was like, I hope they don't hurt each other, because you really need them for the 2 matches. But being sportsmen, being professionals, I think they conducted themselves very well, and they ended the game without exchanging blows. And then we have both of them here in the camp. So for now, apart from the program, I think all system goes, and we are looking forward to the 2 matches.
Now we'll take your questions for the coach. Yes, sir. I saw your hand.
Just before we get into the specifics of this particular camp and the games coming up, Coach, have you What's your relationship like with Coach Ernst? I mean, last camp you also complained that he couldn't get hold of you regarding Mato's injury, and now you've just taken Lebo. I'm sure he's going to be very happy that you've got two of his players now who could get injured. And then the news of Benny going back to Scotland, is that perhaps something you could look into to have him monitoring of some of our overseas-based players on that side, please?
Yeah, let me start with that of Coach Ernst Middendorp. I think people don't know my relationship with Coach Ernst Middendorp. We work together at Celtic. We produce the players together at Celtic. We have got a very good relationship. I think there was just a misunderstanding between his medical team in terms of the report that was sent to us through our medical team to say Matoho is ready. Matoho, we rested him for 2 sessions when we were training here in Joburg, and then he joined the team and he did very well. And again, when you talk of Matoho has been around for some time. He can't play with an injury, not for Chiefs, not for the national team. So he got a clean bill of health from our medical team, and that is why we played Matoho 90 minutes. And that is why I'm saying there was just a misunderstanding. Actually, we spoke about it when it comes to Manyama, even before the game. They had challenges, and I was made aware of their challenges coming into the game. We spoke about it, a possibility, and then after the game, we also had a chat to say, now Lebu is in the team. So he's very happy. I got a call from him yesterday, wishing the team all the best of luck. So coach and myself and the national team, we are in good terms. Then I think the other one is of Coach Benny. Yeah, because when you look at the program, the rollout plan I've presented to the president, to the technical committee, we need to have a scout overseas. Basically, we are saying we must have 2. They will be helping each other for the senior players and for all the junior players. Because if we are to have 1 scout overseas, it will be very difficult for them to be all over and to give us a technical report on the players we have overseas. So it is just unfortunate that Coach Benny had to lose his job at Cape Town City, but I think that doesn't mean anything bad about him. He's a good coach. He's a legend of the game, and he's qualified to do the job for us. When that time comes, we will be able to consider him.
Yes, sir.
Coach, I'd like to find out if the Afcon exploits from this year, you're hoping they rub off on the team for this campaign, because I imagine it's vital to try and get something out of the first game and get the points on the board.
Yeah, I think us coming into camp the first time was very important because we wanted to lay the base. We wanted to present ourselves to the nation, to everybody, even to the players, to say, look, we have a plan. I think having a plan, it means we need to achieve something. We should not always be referring back to what happened in the past. If Tyson has to retire in the next 2 years or next 3 years, Dean Fairman, if he has to retire, he should be retiring saying, I have achieved so much. But now, what is important is for us to qualify for the Afcon. What is important for us is to qualify for the World Cup. And going into Afcon, anything is possible. If we do things right, if we get the support we need, if we get the luck that we need, the wisdom, we will be able to conquer Africa. And going into the World Cup, I think it will be good for all of us if ever the national team do qualify for the World Cup and we do well in Qatar, because all that is important is the team to have a tactical cohesion, to have a social cohesion, to be thinking of Kamo when he's in England, to be thinking of Modiba when he's with SuperSport, to be saying whatever time you are brought into the national team, you will perform for your country. So we are hoping things will turn out positive, turn out well for us, even though we are not going to overlook the challenges. There will be some games where you will prepare well to win and you don't, but at the same time, you have to soldier on and be positive.
Coach, just looking at your fullbacks, the last game you didn't have Mkhize and Planty injured, but the 2 fullbacks you played, Mayela and Morena, were very important to your game plan on the overlap. the way you played against Mali. It's just interesting, and it might now depend on injuries to the two right backs, but you've now got your two Nations Cup fullbacks back, and it's an away game. But I also wonder if this isn't a game, it's not necessarily a must win. I mean, I know you want to get the group off to a good start, but we might gamble a little bit and take a more attacking game plan. Yeah, I don't know if you gamble in the qualifiers. If that's a good idea. Maybe that's a crazy idea. So yeah, but just, how do you approach that fullback situation?
Yeah, look, when I went to watch Wits playing, and I think I have had the discussion with Tyson for some time now, they played him at right back, and that is why I was like edgy about the tussle between him and Bradley. But you are bringing back two experienced players who played very well in the Afcon, in Mkhize and Hlanti. But them not being in the camp last time, they gave an opportunity to Thapelo and to Eno to do well for the team. But like you said, we have a point as we speak. So it's for us to protect that point. It's for us to go out there and maybe during moments of the game take advantage and maybe win this match. But we are not going to go out there like we did against Mali, and then we pull out all the guns, and we have to be very careful. Starting on the front foot can easily get us a goal early and unsettle Ghana in Ghana. But at the same time, if you give Ghana too much possession, they can easily hurt you because they're at home, they will have the support and the confidence will be growing. So it's a game that one has to be very cautious in going into this match. We need to manage the phases of the game very well. And that is why we are talking of players with experience, players who have been here before, players who have played at the highest level. I'm referring to the Afcon. So these are the players who did very well against Egypt. These are the players who did very well against Nigeria at home. So we are very careful in our approach. Our tactical strategies has to be that one of being protective, but at the same time, we should not be dropping too deep and giving them possession because they can always be dangerous. But I think we have got a balanced team. Like I made mention of Tyson at right back. We have got Mosali Busa, who did well for me yesterday against Aros. He showed a lot of maturity until they collapsed and they conceded those goals. But I think he did well. We also have Buhlem Kwanazi, who also did well against SuperSport on Friday. So these are the players that we'll always be looking at whenever we need their capabilities, their ability to close down the game or to force the game in our favor.
Now, the target for this week, I mean, you mentioned, you're talking about the cautious approach in Ghana, but what is Coach Ntseki's target for these two games in terms of points? Maybe like 4 points, ideally be enough for you in these two games?
Yeah, like I said, we have got a point now against Ghana. We also have a point now against Sudan. But we are looking to have maximum points. If you don't get maximum points, especially when you're playing away, you will settle for a point. But when it comes home against Sudan, there's only one way in terms of the results. It's a game you have to win because it's a home game. And being a home game, it also calls for one to be very cautious because you can get hurt if ever you open up and try to send everybody in attack, thinking of scoring 6 goals or 4 goals. So any form of a win or any color that can bring us a win, we'll always appreciate and take home the win. So we are not more worried about Ghana. We are more worried about ourselves in terms of how the approach will be like and what we want to achieve at whatever phase of the game. But when it comes to Sudan, we are more worried about us getting maximum points, but it doesn't mean Sudan is not going to give a good fight for the points. But as South Africans, as where we are saying it's a must-win game for us because Like you said, if ever we get the 4 points, it will be good for us. If we get maximum points, 6 points, I think we'll be left with less than 2 matches to qualify. So it is important. The 2 matches are very important to us.
Last question there.
Coach, at the squad announcement you briefly spoke about how Ghana will be unpredictable because they're going through a transition themselves, new president, new coaches. Are you still of the same mindset, and how do you see Sudan being a challenge for us?
Look, Ghana, I think they have called up their most experienced players. We know of their youth brothers that are there in the team. We know of Wakasu, we know of Thomas playing for Atletico Madrid, we know of the defense that has been there, we know of Ofori who is in the team. Most of them were in the Afcon, even though they have brought in 7 new faces. The 7 new faces, they're playing top flight football. So you can't be confident of beating Ghana because of the 7 new faces. Because even in our team, we've got more than 5 new faces. So it will also depend on us in terms of our game plan going into this match. Because the last time we played Ghana, the video clips that we have seen of Ghana, they're playing 1-4-2-3-1. At times they play 1-4-4-2. So I think any other tactical strategy that they will be deployed on the day, we have to have answers to it. But when it comes to Sudan, Sudan just qualified playing the preliminaries for the World Cup. So it means it's a team that has been playing together. So you are not going to be thinking of Sudan not to be, even though we are ranked higher than them, but now of late at times the rankings doesn't count. All that is important is how you plan, how you execute the plan, how you play on the day. So when it comes to Sudan also, for now, there appears to be a closed book in terms of their actual performances because they don't have the so-called big names in their team that you can be, do a lot of profiling on them. But for them to have played in the CHAN, to play in the preliminaries, and beating Chad away 3-0 and playing 0-0 at home. So it's a team that we also have to give a lot of attention.